You're listening to Swift News, your daily news briefing in just 10 minutes. This is episode 9, and it's May 12th, 2025. Let's get into today's stories.
Today we're covering quite a bit, global affairs, business, sports, culture, environment, science, and some human interest stories too.
Absolutely. A real snapshot of the world right now. So where do we begin on the global front?
Let's start with Finland and Kenya. Finland's President Stubb, he's just arrived in Nairobi,
Okay.
and this visit marks 60 years of diplomatic ties between the two countries. But what's really interesting, I think, is the focus.
Right. What are they discussing?
It's heavily centered on trade and, perhaps unsurprisingly, climate change discussions.
That does seem to be a growing trend, doesn't it? Nations building these specific partnerships around shared challenges.
Exactly. It shows how global cooperation is, well, evolving, maybe becoming more necessary.
And speaking of participation, the Philippines is holding midterm elections today.
Yes, a huge number of voters involved, over 68 million, I believe, key senatorial races happening.
And they have that temporary liquor ban in effect too, right? For the election period.
That's right. Standard procedure there during elections. It's quite a display of democratic process in action.
Definitely. Now, shifting regions slightly, any updates on India and Pakistan?
Actually, yes, some positive movement. There was a joint military press conference, and it seems the ceasefire along the border is holding.
Oh, that's good news.
Uh-huh.
An easing of tensions there is always welcome.
It certainly offers a bit of needed calm for the region. You know, it makes you wonder what underlying shifts might be happening.
True. Something to keep an eye on. Meanwhile, the situation with Russia and Ukraine remains complex.
Yes. Reports indicate Russia rejected a proposed 30-day ceasefire. They seem to be pushing for direct talks instead.
And the implications of that, especially for energy markets, could be significant, potentially hitting consumers.
Absolutely, it's all interconnected. Which brings us neatly to business and the economy.
So what's the main headline there? Oil prices.
Oil prices are indeed climbing. Seems tied to easing fears about those U.S.-China trade tariffs. Markets are reacting positively, generally.
Okay, so less trade tension anxiety might mean slightly higher prices at the pump for people.
That's often the correlation, yes. A potential stabilization, perhaps, but maybe leaning slightly upward for fuel costs. It shows how those big trade talks can trickle down.
Definitely. Closer to home for some listeners, trouble brewing with Kenya Power.
Yes, quite a bit of customer backlash. There are delays in getting electricity tokens issued, even after payment.
So prepaid customers are left without power, despite paying.
Exactly. It's causing significant frustration, and, well, it really highlights the need for reliability and accountability from essential service providers.
You'd think. Switching gears a bit, the property market seems dynamic in places. Chennai.
Yes, quite the surge there. Luxury home sales are reportedly up by 20% this quarter. Shows real buoyancy in that segment.
Interesting contrast, though, with the situation around Nzoia Sugar in western Kenya.
Right. Protests there against a proposed private takeover. The core issue seems to be demands for outstanding debts to be settled first.
So local economic tensions versus broader privatization strategies, a common theme, really.
It really is.
Okay, let's move into the world of sports. What's happening?
Well, cricket fans are focused on the IPL. Tonight, it's Punjab Kings versus Sunrisers Hyderabad in Mohali.
Playoff implications.
Big time, high-stakes match. Always exciting to see who steps up.
For sure. And some great news for Kenyan athletics.
Yes. The men's 4x100-meter relay team, led by Ferdinand Omanyala, has qualified for the 2025 World Championships.
Fantastic. Huge boost for national sprinting pride.
Definitely. Elsewhere, the NBA playoffs are heating up.
Miami Heat and Lakers, right. Game 5 tonight.
That's the one. Playoff basketball intensity is just, well, something else.
Agreed. And a quick mention for women's tennis.
Spain's advancing in the Billie Jean King Cup qualifiers. Always good to see the talent shining there.
Okay, how about entertainment and culture? Anything buzzing?
It seems like Sparry McCody on Moja Love is causing quite a stir.
A dramatic episode around Gugu's storyline apparently has people talking online.
Local drama capturing attention.
Nice.
And today is also a significant day for many, isn't it?
Yes, it's Buddha Purnima, celebrating the birth and enlightenment of Gautam Buddha, a moment for reflection and perhaps some spiritual upliftment for those who observe.
Indeed. Anything new for people looking to stream something?
Well, there's a series on Paramount Plus called Mobland. Reports on X suggest it's getting good reviews, particularly for suspense. Might be worth checking out.
Good tip. And some music news.
Big news for Burna Boy fans. He's announced a 2025 world tour, and it's kicking off in Lagos.
That'll generate some excitement. Now, let's look at the environment and science updates. Heatwave concerns.
Yes, in Odisha, India, temperatures are running about 2 to 3 degrees Celsius above normal.
That puts a strain on power grids, I imagine, people using more AC.
Exactly, and that could unfortunately mean higher electricity bills for residents trying to cope with the heat. Right. On a more hopeful note, some positive news in science.
Very hopeful, actually. Early trials for a new cancer vaccine are showing promising results. Indications of a 40% reduction in tumor size in some cases.
Wow, that's significant progress. Offers real hope.
It really does. Still early days, but very positive signs for future treatments.
Okay. And quickly checking weather elsewhere. Philippines.
Yes, the easterly winds are bringing rain showers and thunderstorms, particularly noted in Batangas. Could cause some minor travel disruptions there.
But good heads up for anyone in the area. And NASA's been busy.
Always. They've launched some sounding rockets from Wallop's flight facility, testing new technologies, pushing aerospace forward.
Always innovating. Okay, finally, let's touch on some specific events in human stories.
Sadly, there's news of a tragic road accident in Chhattisgarh, India, near Raipur. Reports say 13 people died, including 9 women.
Oh, that's terrible. Thoughts are with that community. A sobering reminder about road safety.
Absolutely. On a different note, related to conservation, Sonapur Beach in Odisha.
The Blue Flag Beach.
That's the one. It's being temporarily closed for some eco-friendly maintenance work.
Good to see commitment to preserving those natural spots.
Definitely. And some positive health news from Manila.
Yes. A new health center has opened offering free urgent care services, which is a great step for improving healthcare access for residents there.
That's fantastic news. And let's end on an inspiring note from Gabon.
Oh, what's happening there?
A teenager has developed a solar-powered lamp project. These lamps are apparently illuminating rural homes that lack electricity.
Wonderful. Young innovation making a real difference. That's great to hear.
Isn't it just?
That's your world in 10 minutes with Swift News. The world in 10 minutes. From summits to sports, delays to discoveries, we've got you covered. Follow us for daily updates. Join us tomorrow for episode 10. Stay curious, stay informed. This is Swift News, signing off.
You know, it's worth thinking about how all these different threads, trade talks, scientific trials, even local power issues, how they all weave together and affect your daily life, often in ways we don't immediately see.